Welcome, fright hounds. We invite you once more to behold a man condemned to a mere quarter-century of life, then dragged to the belly of hell. A man, John Faustus. Within those years gifted the service of a cunning demon, and left to make of the world what he will. We join the good doctor within a chapter of his life, Crook and Folly his old companions, and Power gripping his mortal heart, as his own foolishness continues to gnaw away at his soul. Let us behold him amidst his own haze of imprudence, his heart firmly shut to the light and the darkness his only path. Is there no whisper of goodness left to speak to his soul? Is he merely left alone to wind down this path of Icarus, winging with frivolity towards his own demise? Behold a man, John Faustus.
What ho! Officers, gentlemen, hie to the presence to attend the Emperor! Good Frederick, see the rooms be voided straight. His Majesty is coming to the hall. Go back and see the state in readiness.
But where is Bruno, our elected pope, that on a fury's back came post from Rome? Will not his grace consort the emperor?
Oh, yes. And with him comes the German conjurer, the learned Faustus, fame of Wittenberg, the wonder of the world for magic art, and he intends to show great Carolus the race of all his stout progenitors, and bring in presence of his majesty the royal shapes and warlike semblances of Alexander and his beauteous paramour.
Where is Benvolio?
Fast asleep, I warrant you. He took his rouse with stoups of Rhenish wine so kindly yesternight to Bruno's health, that all this day the sluggard keeps his bed.
Oh, see his windows open. We'll call to him.
What ho, Benvolio?
What a devil ail you?
Speak softly, sir, lest the devil hear you. For Faustus at the court is late arrived, and at his heels 1,000 furies wait to accomplish whatsoever the doctor please.
What of this?
Come leave thy chamber first, and thou shalt see this conjurer perform such rare exploits before the Pope and Royal Emperor as never yet was seen in Germany.
Has the Pope enough of conjuring yet? He was upon the devil's back late enough. And if he be so far in love with him, I would he would post with him to Rome again.
Speak, wilt thou come and see this sport?
Not I.
Wilt thou stand in thy window and see it then?
Aye, and if I fall not asleep in the meantime.
The Emperor is at hand, who comes to see what wonders by black spells may compass be.
Well, go you. Attend the Emperor. I am content for this once to thrust my head out at a window, for they say if a man be drunk o'ernight, the devil cannot hurt him in the morning. Ugh. And if that be true, I have a charm in my head and shall control him as well as the conjurer, I warn you.
Wonder of men, renowned magician, thrice learned Faustus, welcome to our court. This deed of thine in setting Bruno free from his and our professed enemy shall add more excellence unto thine art, than if by powerful necromantic spells thou couldst command the world's obedience, forever beloved by Carolus. And if this Bruno thou hast late redeemed, in peace possess the triple diadem, and sit in Peter's chair, despite of chance, thou shalt be famous through all Italy, and honored of the German emperor.
These gracious words, most royal Carolus, shall make poor Faustus, to his utmost power, both love and serve the German emperor, and lay his life at holy Bruno's feet. For proof whereof, if So your grace be pleased. The doctor stands prepared by power of art to cast his magic charms that shall pierce through the ebon gates of ever-burning hell and hale the stubborn furies from their caves to compass whatsoe'er your grace commands.
Blood. He speaks terribly, but for all that, I do not greatly believe him. He looks as like conjurer as the Pope to a costumemonger.
Then, Faustus, as thou late didst promise us, we would behold the famous conqueror, great Alexander and his paramour, in their true shapes and state majestical, that we may wonder at their excellence.
Your majesty shall see them presently. Mephistophilis, away, and with a solemn noise of trumpets sound, present before this royal emperor great Alexander and his beauteous paramour.
Faustus, I will.
Well, Master Doctor, and your devils come not away quickly, have me asleep presently. Zoots, I could eat my anger to think I have been such an ass. All this stand gaping after the devil's governor and can see nothing.
I'll make you feel something anon, if my art fail me not. My lord, I must forewarn your majesty that when my spirits present the royal shapes of Alexander and his paramour, your grace demand no questions of the king, but in dumb silence let them come and go.
Be it as Faustus please, we are content.
Aye, and I am content too. And thou bring Alexander and his paramour before the emperor. I'll be Actaeon and turn myself into a stag.
And I'll play Diana and send you the horns presently.
Magic.
Oh my lord.
What a magical thing.
My gracious lord, you do forget yourself. These are but shadows, not substantial.
Oh, pardon me. Oh, my thoughts are so ravished with sight of this renowned emperor, that in mine arms I would have compassed him. But Faustus, since I may not speak to them, to satisfy my longings, thoughts is full. Let me tell thee, I've heard it said that this fair lady, whilst she lived on earth, had on her neck a little wart or mole. How may I prove that saying to be true?
Your majesty may boldly go and see.
Faustus, I see it plain, and in this sight thou better pleasest me than if I gained another monarchy.
Away, begone. See, my gracious lord, what strange beast is yon that thrust his head out that window?
Wondrous sight! See, Duke of Saxony, two spreading horns, most strangely fastened upon the head of young BENVOLIO.
What, is he asleep or dead?
He sleeps, my lord, but dreams not of his horns.
Oh, this sport is excellent. We'll call and wake him. Oh, what ho, BENVOLIO?
A plague upon you. Let me sleep a while.
I blame thee not to sleep much, having such a head of thine own.
Look up, Benvolio. 'Tis the Emperor calls.
The Emperor? Where? Oh, zooms, my head.
Nay, and thy horse hold no matter for thy head.
For that armament sufficiently.
Why, how now, Sir Knight? What, hanged by the horns? This most horrible, Fie, pull your head for shame. Let not all the world wonder at you.
Zounds! Doctor, is this your villainy?
Oh, say not so, sir. The doctor has no skill, no art, no cunning to present these lords, or bring before this royal emperor the mighty monarch, warlike Alexander. If Faustus do it, you are straight resolved in bold Actian shape to turn a stag. And therefore, my lord, so please your majesty, I'll raise a kennel of hounds shall hunt him, so all his footmanship shall scarce prevail to keep his carcass from their bloody fangs. Ho, Bilamote, Argeron, Astarote.
Hold! Zounds! He'll raise up a kennel of devils, I think, anon. Good, my lord, entreat for me. 's blood, I am never able to endure these torments.
Oh, that good master doctor! Let me entreat you to remove these horns. He has done penance now sufficiently.
My gracious lord, not so much for injury done to me, as to delight your majesty with some mirth hath Faustus justly requited this injurious knight, which being all I desire, I am content to remove his horns. Mephistophilis, transform him, and hereafter, sir, look you speak well of scholars.
Speak well of ye? 's blood and scholars be such cuckold makers to clap horns on honest men's head of this order. I'll never trust smooth faces and small ruffs more. But, an I be not revenged of this, would I might be turned to a gaping oyster and drink nothing but salt water.
Oh, come, Faustus, while the emperor lives, in recompense of thy high desert, thou shalt command the state of Germany, and live beloved of the mighty Carolus.
Nay, sweet Benvolio, let us sway thy thoughts from this attempt against the conjurer.
Away! You love me not to urge me thus. Shall I let slip so great an injury, when every servile groom feasts at my wrongs, and in their rustic gambols proudly say Benvolio's head was graced with horns today? Oh, may these eyelids never close again till, with my sword, I have the conjurer slain. If you will aid me in this enterprise, then draw your weapons and be resolute. If not, depart. Here will Benvolio die, but Faustus's death shall quit my infamy.
Nay, we will stay with thee, betide what may, and kill that doctor if he come this way.
Then, gentle Frederick, hie thee to the grove and place our servants and our followers close in an ambush there behind the trees. By this I know the conjurer is near. I saw him kneel and kiss the emperor's hand and take his leave laden with rich rewards. Then soldiers boldly fight. If Faustus die, take you the wealth, leave us the victory.
Come, soldiers, follow me unto the grove. Who kills him shall have gold and endless love.
My head is lighter than it was by with the thorns, but yet my heart grows more ponderous than my head, and pants until I see the conjurer dead.
Where shall we place ourselves, Benvolio?
Here will we stay to bide the first assault. Oh, were the damned hellhound but in place, thou soon should see me quit my foul disgrace.
Close, close, the conjurer is at hand, and all alone comes walking in his gown. Be ready then, and strike the peasant down.
Mine be that honor then. Now, sword, strike home. For horns he gave, I'll have his head anon.
See, he comes.
Shh, no words. This blow ends all. Hell take his soul, his body thus must fall.
Ah!
Groan you, Master Doctor?
Oh, break my heart with groups, dear Frederick. See thus, I will end his griefs immediately.
Strike with a willing hand, his head is off.
The devil's dead, the Furies now may laugh.
Was this that stern aspect, that awful frown, made the grim monarch of infernal spirits tremble and quake at his commanding charms?
Was this that damned head, whose heart conspired Benvolio's shame before the Emperor?
Aye, that's the head, and here the body lies, justly rewarded for his villainies.
Come, let's devise how we may add more shame to the black scandal of his hated name.
First, on his head, in quittances of my wrongs, I'll nail huge forked horns, and let them hang within the window where he yoked me first, that all the world may see my just revenge.
What use shall we put his beard to?
We'll sell it to a chimney sweeper. It'll wear out 10 birching brooms, I warn you.
Oh, and what shall the eyes do?
Oh, we'll put out his eyes, and they shall serve for buttons to his lips to keep his tongue from catching gold.
An excellent policy. And now, sirs, having divided him, what shall the body do?
Oh, zoons! The devil's alive again!
Give him his head, for God's sake!
Nay, keep it. Faustus will have heads and hands. I call your hearts to recompense this deed. Knew you not, traitors, I was limited for 24 years to breathe on earth? And had you cut my body with your swords, or hewed this flesh and bones as small as sand, yet in a minute had my spirit returned, and I had breathed a man made free from harm. But wherefore do I dally my revenge? Astaroth, Bellamoth, Mephistophilis, go horse these traitors on your fiery backs, and mount aloft with them as high as heaven, thence pitch them headlong to the lowest hell. Yet stay, the world shall see their misery, and hell shall after plague their treachery. Go, Bellamoth, and take this caitiff hence, and hurl him in some lake of mud and dirt. Take thou this other, drag him through the woods, amongst the pricking thorns and sharpest briars, whilst my gentle Mephistophilis, this traitor flies under some steep rock that rolling down may break the villain's bones as he intended to dismember me. Fly hence, dispatch my charge immediately.
Hideous, gentle Faustus, save our lives.
Away.
He must needs go that the devil drives. Come, sirs, prepare yourselves in readiness. Make it haste to help these noble gentlemen. I heard them parley with the conjurer. See where he comes, dispatch and kill the man.
What's here? An ambush to betray my life? Then, Faustus, try thy skill. Base peasants, stand, for lo these trees remove at my command, and stand as bulwarks twixt yourselves and me, to shield me from your hated treachery. Yet to encounter this your weak attempt, behold, an army comes incontinent.
What ho, Benvolio?
Here, what Frederick ho?
Oh, help me, gentle friend, where's Martino?
Dear Frederick, here, half smothered in a lake of mud and dirt, through which the Furies dragged me by the heels.
Oh, Martino, see Benvolio's horns again.
Oh, misery! How now, Benvolio?
Defend me, heavens! Shall I be haunted still?
Nay, fear not, man. We have no power to kill.
My friends, transformed thus. Oh, hellish spite! Your heads are all set with horns!
You hit it right, but it is your own you mean. Feel, on your head.
Zounds! Horns again?
Nay, chafe not, man. We are all sped.
What devils attend this damned magician? That spite of spite our wrongs are doubled?
What may we do?
If we should follow him to work revenge, he'd join ass's ears to these huge horns and make us laughing stocks to all the world.
What shall we then do, dear Benvolio?
I have a castle joining near these woods, and thither we'll repair and live obscure, till time shall alter this our brutish shapes, since blackish disgrace hath thus eclipsed our fame. We'll rather die with grief than live with shame.
And so, the wheel of time turns, and so men plan, yet the gods laugh. Behold, a man, John Faustus.
It is evening time. The sky is a dusky purple. The sun shall soon set. In Faustus's chamber, we see he has company. He is bartering with a horse courser over what is a reasonable price, whilst Mephistophilis observes, unnoticed by the courser.
Ah, I beseech your worship, accept these $40.
Friend, thou canst not buy so good a horse for so small a price. I've no great need to sell him, but if thou likest him for $10 more, take him, because I see thou hast a good mind to him.
I beseech you, sir, accept of this. I am a very poor man, and have lost very much of late by horse flesh, and this bargain will set me up again.
Well, I will not stand with thee. Give me the money. Now, Sara, I must tell you that you may ride him o'er hedge and ditch and spare him not. But do you hear? In any case, ride him not into the water.
How, sir? Not into the water? Why, will he not drink of all waters?
Yes, he will drink of all the waters, but ride him not into the water, or hedge and ditch, or where thou wilt, but not into the water. Go, bid the hostler deliver him unto you, and remember what I say.
I warrant you, sir. Oh, joyful day! Now am I a made man forever.
The horse courser, satisfied over their newly struck deal, rushes out to the stables to retrieve his new equine companion.
What art thou, Faustus, but a man condemned to die? Thy fatal time draws to a final end. Despair doth drive distrust into my thoughts. Confound these passions with a quiet sleep. Tush! Christ did call the thief upon the cross. Then rest thee, Faustus, quiet in conceit.
Faustus falls upon the softness of his mattress, hoping to find some solace in the land of dreams. Time passes, and we hear the frustrated and water-soaked footsteps of the horse courser from within Faustus's abode.
What a cousining doctor was this? I, riding my horse into the water, thinking some hidden mystery had been in the horse. I had nothing under me but a little straw, and have much ado to escape drowning. Well, I'll go rouse him and make him give me my $40 again. Ho! Sirrah Doctor, you cousining scab! Master Doctor, awake and rise and give me my money again, for your horse is turned into a bottle of hay, Master Doctor.
The horse courser tugs and pulls at Faustus's leg, hoping to rouse him. He is shocked to find, with his final tug, that he has pulled Faustus's leg clean off.
Ah! Alas, I am undone. What shall I do? I have pulled off his leg.
Oh, help! Help! The villain hath murdered me.
Murder or not murder, now he has but one leg. I'll outrun him and cast this leg into some ditch or other.
The courser runs frantically out of the house.
Stop him! Stop him! Stop him! Faustus hath his leg again, and the horse courser a bundle of hay for his $40.
Wagner enters the room, a slight smile on his features.
How now, Wagner? What news with thee?
If it please you, the Duke of VANHOLT doth earnestly entreat your company, and hath sent some of his men to attend you with provision fit for your journey.
The Duke of VANHOLT's an honorable gentleman, and one to whom I must be no niggard of my cunning. Come, away.
We come upon a busy village tavern and see 4 men, Dick, Robin the clown, the horse courser, and a carter walking up to the counter to order a round of drinks.
Come, my masters, I'll bring you the best beer in Europe. What ho, hostess? Where be these whores?
The tavern hostess makes her way swiftly towards the 4 men.
Hello, what lack you? What? My old guests, welcome.
Sirrah, Dick, dost thou know why I stand so mute?
Oh, Robin, why is't?
I am 18 pence on the score, but say nothing. See if she hath forgotten me.
Who's this that stands so solemnly by himself? What? My old guest.
Oh, hostess, how do you? I hope my score stands still.
Aye, there is no doubt of that. For methinks you make no haste to wipe it out. Aye, hostess, I say fetch us some beer. You shall presently. Look up the hole there, Ho. Come, sirs, what shall we do now till mine hostess comes?
Marry, sir, I'll tell you the bravest tale how a conjurer served me. You know Dr. Faustus?
Aye! A plague take him. Here someone's have cause to know him. Did he conjure thee too?
I'll tell you how he served me. As I was going to Wittenberg the other day with a load of hay, he met me and asked me what he should give me for as much hay as he could eat. Now, sir, I, thinking that a little would serve his turn, bade him take as much as he would for 3 farthings. So he presently gave me my money and fell to eating. And as I am a cursed man, he never left eating till he had eat up all my load of hay.
Oh,
monstrous! Eat a whole load of hay?
Yes, that may be, for I have heard of one that has eat a load of logs. Oh, now, sirs, you shall hear how villainously he served me. I went to him yesterday to buy a horse of him, and he would by no means sell him under $40. So, sir, because I knew him to be such a horse as would ride over hedge and ditch and never tire, I gave him his money. So when I had my horse, Dr. Faustus bade me ride him night and day and spare him no time. But, quoth he, in any case ride him not into the water. Now, sir, I thinking the horse had some quality that he would not have me know of, what did I but rid him into a great river? And when I came just in the midst, my horse vanished away, and I sat straddling upon a bottle of hay.
Oh, brave doctor!
But you shall hear how bravely I served him for it. I went me him to his house, and there I found him asleep. I kept a hallowing and whipping in his ears, but all could not wake him. I, seeing that, took him by the leg, and never rested pulling till I had pulled me his leg quite off. And now 'tis at home in mine hostelry.
And has the doctor but one leg then? That's excellent, for one of his devils turned me into the likeness of an ape's face.
More drink, hostess.
Hark you! We'll go into another room and drink a while, and then we'll go seek out the doctor.
We come across a fine and exclusive banquet hall of the Duke of VANHOLT. He and his wife are seated in throne-like chairs, clothed in finery. Faustus is received as their honored guest. Mephistophilis, ever unseen by others, hovers at his side.
Thanks, Master Doctor, for all these pleasant sights. Nor know I how sufficiently to recompense your great deserts in erecting that enchanted castle in the air, the sight whereof so delighted me, as nothing in the world could please me more.
I do think myself, my good lord, highly recompensed in that it pleaseth your grace to think but well of that which Faustus hath performed. But, gracious lady, it may be that you have taken no pleasure in those sights. Therefore, I pray you tell me what is the thing you most desire to have. Be it in the world, it shall be yours. I have heard that great-bellied women do long for things are rare and dainty.
True, Master Doctor, and since I find you so kind, I will make known unto you what my heart desires to have. And were it now summer, as it is January, a dead time of the winter, I would request no better meat than a dish of ripe grapes.
This is but a small matter. Go, Mephistophilis, away.
Mephistophilis disappears in a cloud of iridescent smoke.
Madam, I will do more than this for your content.
Mephistophilis reappears out of thin air, holding a delicate silver tray filled with the most delicious purple grapes.
Here, now taste ye these. They should be good, for they come from a far country, I can tell you.
This makes me wonder, more than all the rest, that at this time of the year, when every tree is barren of his fruit, from whence you had these ripe grapes.
Please it, your grace, the year is divided into two circles over the whole world, so that when it is winter with us, in the contrary circle, it is likewise summer with them, as in India, Saba, and such countries that lie far east, where they have fruit twice a year, from whence, by means of a swift spirit that I had these grapes brought as you see.
The Duchess picks the plumpest grape she sees, brings it to her lips, and her eyes widen at the splendid flavor.
Oh, and trust me, they are the sweetest grapes that e'er I tasted. Oh.
There is a terrible clatter in the distance, the banging of fists against a metal gate, and angry men's voices carry throughout the room.
What rude disturbers have we at the gate? Go pacify their fury, set it up, and then demand of them what they would have.
The banging and demands continue.
Why, how now, masters? What a coil is there? What is the reason you disturbed the Duke?
We have no reason for it, therefore a fig for him.
Why, saucy varlets, dare you be so bold? I hope, sir, we have wit enough to be more bold than welcome. It appears so. Pray be bold elsewhere, and trouble not the Duke.
What would they have?
They all cry out to speak with Dr. Faustus.
Aye, and we will speak with him.
Will you, sir? Commit the rascals.
Commit with us? Anyone who's going to commit with his father is commit with us.
I do beseech your grace, let them come in. They are a good subject for merriment.
Do as thou wilt, Faustus. I give thee leave.
I thank your grace.
Dick, the clown, the carter, and the horse courser step into the chamber, all glaring at Faustus.
Why, how now, my good friends? Faith, you are too outrageous, but come near. I have procured your pardons. Welcome, all.
Nay, sir! We will be welcome for our money, and we will pay for what we take. What ho! Gives half a dozen of beer here and be hanged!
Nay, hark you, can you tell me where you are?
Aye, Mary can I. We are under heaven.
Aye. But Sir Saucebox know you in what place? Aye, the house is good enough to drink in. Ziz! Fill us some beer, or we'll break all the barrels in the house and dash out all your brains with your bottles.
Be not so furious. Come, you shall have beer. My lord, beseech you give me leave a while. I'll gauge my credit. 'Twill content your grace.
Oh, with all my heart, kind doctor. Please thyself. Our servants and our courts are at thy command.
I humbly thank your grace. Then fetch some beer.
Aye, Mary. There spake a doctor indeed. And faith, I'll drink a health to thy wooden leg for that word.
My wooden leg? What dost thou mean by that?
Dost hear him, Dick? He has forgot his leg.
Aye, he does not stand much upon that.
No, faith, not much upon a wooden leg.
Good lord, that flesh and blood should be so frail with your worship. Do you not remember a horse courser you sold a horse to?
Yes, I remember. I sold one a horse.
And do you remember you bid he should not ride into the water?
Yes, I do very well remember that.
And do you remember nothing of your leg?
No, in good sooth.
Then I pray remember your courtesy.
I thank you, sir.
'Tis not so much worth. I pray you, tell me one thing.
What's that?
Be both your legs bedfellows every night together?
Wouldst thou make a colossus of me that thou asketh me such questions?
No, truly, sir, I would make nothing of you, but I would fain know that.
Then I assure thee certainly they are.
I thank you. I am fully satisfied.
But wherefore dost thou ask?
For nothing, sir. But methinks you should have a wooden bedfellow one of them.
Why? Do you hear, sir? Did not I pull off one of your legs when you were asleep?
But I have it again now I am awake. Look you here, sir.
Oh, horrible!
Had the doctor 3 legs?
Horrible! Had the doctor 3 legs?
Do you remember, sir, how you cozened me and eat up my
With the flick of his hand, Faustus charms the carter so that he is now unable to speak.
Do you remember how you made me wear
Another
an
flick of his wrist, and Dick similarly falls silent and stupefied.
You, whoreson, conjuring scad? Do you remember how you cozened me
Another
with
magical wave of his hand.
Have you forgotten me? You think to carry it away with your hay pass and repass?
And then
Do you remember
another.
the dog's fat?
The eyes glaze over, and zombified, the men leave the room. My lord, we are much beholding to this learned man.
So are we, madam, which we will recompense with all the love and kindness that we may. His artful sport drives all sad thoughts away.